Yo, 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 yo. Welcome to the stream, everybody. Sorry for the late start time. Had some business to attend to, pop-up business, you could say, out of nowhere. But welcome to Microsoft 2024 and the Slammer Air CRJ-900 here in Charlotte, North Carolina. What's going on, everybody? Hope you guys are having a great Friday. Hope you guys are enjoying your Friday. It's, Tuesday for me, so yeah. Anyway, Steven, what's up, man? Welcome to the stream. Holden, it's stream time. Amen, it is. Hardjoss, nope, this is not Minecraft. See, this is not Minecraft, Hardjoss, actually. Limp says it's time to see if we can make this plane work in 2024. Limp, it's time to see if 2024 is gonna work in general, so we will see about that. Hardjoss, what's your computer gonna have frame wise when you play Minecraft, Hardjoss? Limp said I got auto FPS installed, gonna try it tonight. Ooh, that sounds pretty cool. So welcome, guys. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I had the stream running for a little bit earlier just to kind of see if we were going to... Let me see. Let me start this flight. Okay, there we go. So the logger is working here. We got New Sky working in 2024, so that is a step in the right direction. Let's do 40. Plan to push here in just a few minutes. We'll see. We're going to be a little late on the push, I believe. But anyway, what was I going to say? Oh, I had it running for a few minutes to see if we were going to get a WASM crash, and 580 frames on vanilla. That's just insane, dude. That's just insane. And so far so good. I mean, obviously, I guess we won't know until we see what happens here. So we'll jump inside and kind of get things going here. Let's get the ground power connected, and we're gonna get kind of boarding as soon as possible here. We will worry about the let's arm those, on those. We'll get the APU kicking now. Hardjoss loves Italy. Hardjoss, you just glazing my homeland. Start up the APU. Thing looks great in Microsoft 2024, that's for sure. Plan is to go up to Lexington and back today, and back. So feel free to fly along if you guys want. Let me get that bad boy starting up. And get my little guy there. And we're going to get logged on to VATSIM. We're going to be Slammer 1138 today. I don't know if there's any ATC online or not, actually. I have no clue. Did you just expose yourself? Oh. A lot of people are Italian, Hardjoss. Oh, looks like... Oh, we do! We have Charlotte Ground. And Approach and Atlanta Center is online. Is Atlanta... No, it's not going to be in Atlanta Center. I have a surprise planned for this stream as well. It's another avenue, we can say, for it's another avenue for the Slammer Air company. So Slammer 1138, we are on VATSIM now. Hope we're not sitting on anybody here at the gate. Like I said, guys, feel free to fly along if you want. We're parked at the Alpha Gates here in Charlotte. 0.37% Italian, Hardjoss. Oh my gosh. AC on. We can get all that stuff on. Window heat's on. That all looks good for now. Let's come down here and get these bad boys on, and we'll get the stab trim, mock trim, and yacht amps on as well there. Okay, let's get the flight plan ready to roll. I think this is, yeah, it's all good there. Send FMS, set payload and fuel performance. We'll get to all that stuff here in just a second. Let's get GSX to get some boarding here. Requested. Little surprise, Holden, little surprise here. We're gonna see how that goes. We're gonna set the payload, copy the perf in it, and set the speeds over there. And while we're at it, I guess let's get some weather here in Charlotte. The weather in Charlotte is going to be, we are Slammer, what did I say, 1138? Slammer 1138. And Charlotte grounds 21.9. Charlotte departure radius 32.1. 32.1. is the ATIS. Yes, we'd like to attach that.
Do you want a board crew?
No. Arjos. Wait, I'll read that in a second, Arjos. Oh shoot, I just idented. I hope you didn't get that. 32-1 is the ATIS freak here.
Hello, Captain. We are ready for pushback.
So wait, how does this work? And then you just send it like that? Okay. Arjos says, dude, can you imagine less than 60 seconds after successfully turning on my PC, I had to leave for a birthday party? That's crazy, bro. Oh shoot, 33-1. 32-1.
20 at 7. Visibility 10. Few clouds at 4,000.
Departure
Few
check
clouds
completed.
at
5,000
13,000. 17,000 scattered. Ceiling 25,000 overcast. Temperature 29er. 2.22. Altimeter 298. Simultaneous departures in use. Expect runway 18 center. Runway 18 left. Notices to air mission. Transponders required to be on while operating on runways and taxiways. Bird activity vicinity airport. Read back call hold short instructions with call sign. VFR aircraft
really
advised
good.
aircraft
Right
type.
I don't know why this looks
heading,
like...
Planned altitude. Advise on
Catching the vibe
initial
right here.
contact. You have information Bravo.
Mission Bravo, we just got a PDC.
Charlotte Airport departure information Bravo 2052 Zulu. Went 220 at 7. Visibility 10.
2207, that's the only thing I missed there, so
4,000.
we'll send that over there. 121.9 first, and then 20.5 is going to be the departure frequency. Love how long it takes to scroll. 20.5. Let's check out our 8 cars. We are cleared. Squawking 6055. We're going to do that right the frick now. 6055. 6055 on the squawk. Okay, my bad. Okay, my bad. 20.5 is going to be departure frequency. 320, climb maintain 8,000. And then 320 in 10. And departure 20.5. Speed restrictions apply. CZ chart 129. Contact for taxi, he says. So, didn't say contact for push. So we run into the age-old question here. We'll see what happens. Initialize the position. Let's go pause in it. We are in K Charlotte here.
Good afternoon.
Execute that. Flight plan departure. We're going to expect 18 center for departure. It gave us the JoJo 5 departure.
Good afternoon.
With what transition? JoJo 5 with the Teeler or Cubum transition. Cubum, there we go. Flight plan is in. Departure arrival into Lexington. No arrival right now. Weather in Lexington is 210, gust 21. Broken at 3,000 feet. So we'll take runway 22 and see what kind of approach they have going into runway 22. They have an ILS going into 22. Great. Let's shoot the ILS. Runway 22 vectors is fine with me. Okay, great. So we'll go ahead and do all that stuff. Let's go to the perf page. Perf init. Cruise altitude flight level 320. All the weights look good. Execute that. VNAV setup. We'll do. We'll keep the climb speeds for now. 0.74, 290 on the speed, and all that stuff looks good there. So again, radio page. The JoJo 5 says off 18 center, 183 to 1260, 183 heading assigned as ATC. 8,000 initially on the cruising altitude. And 183 heading, which actually is pretty much what we're at right now. Lunar, what's up, man? Welcome to the stream. Lunar on Twitch. What's up, everybody on Twitch as well? If you guys prefer to watch on there, it's less of a delay, I do believe, if you guys watch on Twitch. So you can do !Twitch in the chat and go watch over there if you would fancy that. And like and subscribe if you're new around here as well. Coke or Pepsi, Hardjaw says. I think I'm a Coke. Ooh, dude. That's a good point. Dr. Pepper. Dr. Pepper, I like, I've been a Zevia guy, bro. I've been Zevia lately. So that's what I've been rocking. Limp said ramp is under control. Call for all taxi. Okay. Which airport, Kerm? We are in Charlotte, North Carolina right now. Does it say ramp is under control? Or does it the ground guy? Oh, tower's online now too. Ramp is uncontrolled, it says. You want 24 again, Cap? Yes, sir, Lunar. We are at 24. Microsoft 2024. We're giving it another shot today. So we'll see what happens here. The beautiful Slammer Air Livery. Oh my gosh. I always thought this was so sketchy, bro. Like seeing people load these things right underneath the engine like that. I think that's crazy. But yeah, I've been big on the Zevia. So tower is going to be 18.1 now, so we need to put that in here instead. Oh. Lemon Straws, what's up, man? Welcome to the stream. How are you doing today? All right, guys, we're looking good. Oh, Hardjoss, I saw you said how was the long haul last night? Yeah, the flight was good. It actually worked out. Timing was perfect. I like landed and then basically had to go to work right away. Timing was perfect, but New Sky didn't log it for me, so that's fair. That is a Dr. Pepper's kind of in a class of its own. Lunar, so far today, everything good. Obviously, the stream is titled "Is it the worst update ever?" because of last night, but we'll see. If everything goes well today, we'll see how we'll see if that opinion changes after this. So. Anyways, radio page is fine for right now. Legs page is good. We're gonna put this on the perf page. No, we're gonna put this on the VNAV page. And then I'm gonna look at the MFD menu real fast. We're gonna put VNAV on there. We're gonna put ETA on there. I like the ETAs. And that's fine. And let's take a look at the departure procedure real quick. Actually, let's also do this real fast. That's 298. What was it? 2988. So 29. Oh, we're in hectopascals currently. How do I? Oh, there we go. 2988. Boarding is completed. 166, 147 is our V2 or rotation speed. 156 is our V2. 166 is our engine out speed. 164. I'm sorry. 168 will be our flaps 1 speed. And then we'll call it 190 is going to be our flaps up speed. And then we'll go flaps up, climb thrust. And we're going to go 400 feet. It'll be 400 feet nav. Or if it's headings, it'll be 400 feet heading speed. And then 164 flaps 1. 164 flaps 1. 190 flaps up. And then throttles to climb. So that'll be how it goes. Lemon Shots, I hope you're doing good. Flying from Winnipeg to Halifax in 2020. WestJet 737-600. Nice. Close to Kenora. Very nice. That sounds fun. Just arrived at the birthday party. Take care, all. Enjoy your flights. Hardjaws, happy birthday to whoever you are celebrating, man. Happy birthday. Have a nice night. All right. Anyways, guys, that is pretty much going to do it for the setup. I believe everything's set over here. We're all done with that. APU is started and online and everything. And let's get the beacon on and request pushback from GSX. Facing west, does that sound about right? I think facing west sounds right.
Release parking brakes, please.
We'll see. If they start going crazy, then we'll just make it go somewhere else. Did I put the beacon light on? I did put the beacon light on. Parking brake is released.
Commencing push.
Everything is ready.
All engines clear. Start at will.
Another issue we ran into was the engine's just simply not starting, or the engine number 1 not starting. So let's see here. We've got engine... Oh, I didn't get the hydraulics on. I thought I did that. N2 is rising.
Sharp ground is 55 and Charlotte Echo is retention at 2 gate.
Delta 1385 Charlotte ground, stay parking.
20%. Go ahead and introduce fuel.
Oh, we don't have a departure in the parking spot.
Delta 1385 Roger, taxi at the ramp via Echo.
Take the ramp via Echo.
Woo! Everything is looking smooth. Everything is looking very smooth right now, I will say. Sure, your never's on, isn't it? There we go. Alright, looks like we got a good start on engine number 1. Lunar likes what he's seeing. I like what I'm seeing because of your livery, dude. Startup number 2 or number 1. So engine number 2 started well. We'll see how engine number 1 goes. This is one that was giving me problems yesterday, so we'll see. Maybe just we'll see. I'm not gonna say anything just yet.
Please set parking brakes.
Stand by. 20% add fuel. Parking brakes are set.
Waiting your confirmation for a good engine start.
Cockpit to ground. We have a good engine start. You can disconnect.
Looks like it's getting stuck again. Okay. So what could I be doing wrong?
Unlocking gear.
I just genuinely don't know, guys. Left engine oil pressure, outboard ground spoilers. Ah, guys, I don't know. What if I turn the...
Tow truck disconnected. Bypass pin removed.
Why does the engine just not start?
Left is clear, right is clear.
Let me see if I just spool this one up like crazy and just see if I can get it to cross bleed. Grasping at straws here, guys. Try a long press on the start button, even longer than I was doing. I think now it's not even gonna work because the engine is on. All right, let's try to kill it. Let's try a good old start and restart. Guys, what am I doing wrong? Am I messing something up here or what? Like, I don't understand. I genuinely just don't get it. You think it's the long press, Lunar? The thing is, though, is like it's not on the initial start. I don't think that is a good point, Kerm. It is a hung start. That would be the technical term, but that's not what this is doing. This is kill it and hold the button for about 5 seconds. All right. My only thing, I'll definitely give it a shot, but my only thing with that is like it's after I introduce the fuel, is it's not lighting off is the issue. So. All right, let's give it a shot. I'll hold it till it goes away. I mean, I didn't let it go. I'm still holding my mouse button in right now, by the way, so it did all that on its own. So we'll see what happens. Probably gonna end up back in 2020 here, guys. This is really, really, really disappointing. Maybe I'll let it, should I let it idle a little higher, maybe? I'll let it go until it like levels out itself. 23, we'll get to 24, 25. Let me see, maybe that oil pressure needs to come up a little bit. 24%. I just want to see what it stops at. Just introduce fuel. I didn't mean to do that. There we go. Oh. Oh, what? Dude, it went for a second. Did you see that? Bro, it went for a second. I'm gonna spool this engine up and see if it'll cross bleed at all. We checked this yesterday, like it has bleed pressure and everything. I don't know why it's doing it. Wait about a minute and try again. Wow, this is crazy, guys. I wanna let me recalibrate my throttles too real fast. Maybe like maybe low key is a throttle issue. Idle, idle. Climb, climb. Toga, toga. Max power, okay. Save. Any failures? Maybe maintenance. I don't think so, Holden. Maintenance, let's see. Captain, I'm calling for Mayday. Me too. Chocks are removed, cabin lights. That's cool, you can kind of control those from here. Is there an air, can I connect an air cart? I don't think, again, we don't need that. That's the thing, is like, wheel chocks. Let's shut it down while I'm figuring this out. Yeah, I mean, there's really nothing in the maintenance here. Control E as a last resort. That's a good point, actually, Lithona. I'm not gonna lie, I totally forgot about Control E. Yeah, let me give it one more shot. Dude, I totally forgot about Control E. I'm not gonna lie, Lithona. You're the GOAT. Alright, Holden, sounds good. No worries, man. Not your fault. Not your fault at all. Alright, let's start it up again, and let's, we'll give it one more. Let me see, what's the ignition, by the way? Is that, could that potentially bleed sorts both engines? Isn't there an ignition somewhere? Let me see if I did continuous for now. If that would maybe get it to start. 20%, send it. We'll see if that gets it to start. I swear there was something else maybe. ISO valve, closed. Yeah, wow. Just not working at all. Let me see if I get the bleed source from the right engine. Maybe I can just spool this up like crazy enough. Maybe it will start. It's going up. Not very much. Alright, let's see. Control E. Left main injector. And it's shutting down. I Control E'd and it's shutting down. Yeah, see, that's another thing too, is like my throttles stop working after anything happens with the engine here.
Charlotte ground holding a 213 heavy holding short echo.
Alright, well I hit
Unit 213 heavy, Charlotte ground, safe parking.
We'll take it.
Control E.
Unit 213 heavy, roger, taxi to the Rempia Foxtrot.
Look at that, like my throttles just stop working too whenever I do anything like that. default as anything assigned to mixture. That could honestly be the case. Let's take a look. Controls, it'll be, I mean, it could be anything. Let's see the, Bravo. Let's see mixture. Mixture axis. Let's get rid of this. Nope. Let's backspace it. Nope. Decrease mixture. Decrease mixture. Because this is the Airbus one, so there should be no mixture stuff here. Let's see. Well, now the issue is going to be that my throttles are stuck, by the way. Because I hit Control E, so we're pretty much going to have to restart this thing anyways, even if that did work. Let me hit Control E again and see if it'll start up this time. Because if it does, then that... Well, let me actually just hit the starter, maybe. Can I kill these? Okay, I can kill them both. Let's just kill them both for right now. See what happens. We'll give this one last shot. Again, though, for whatever reason, my throttles stop working whenever we do this, so... Luckily, my APU is still running, so... Alright, let's just go right back at it. Let's just go right at this one here. Let's just start this first one first, because if it doesn't start, then there's no point in even starting the other one. Because number 2 always works. Hey, thanks for the sub, Lithona. Let's see. Moment of truth. I don't like the looks of this. Oh, okay. Now wait, can I move it? Oh my gosh, I can move it. Lunar, you might have just saved the day. Why is this one coming up? I don't know. I don't care. I'm not going to get too excited until we get this second engine started. But Lunar might have just came in so clutch right there. Am I still on VATSIM? Hello? Oh, what? Why did I get disconnected from VATSIM? I've been sitting there for too long? Okay, Lunar. Engine number 1. Or 2, I guess. Why are your rotor pedals freaking out? Great question. I don't know. I'm not even touching them. Moment of truth. 20%. Give her. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Lunar! Lunar, 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 Lunar! Let's go, bro. This guy, Lunar, the channel's yours, man. You can just have it, bro. He makes the liveries around here. Oh my gosh. Let's go, bro. By the way, this is a great time to mention Lunar is the creator of these amazing libraries that you're seeing right now. All his stuff is in the description down below, and also his Buy Me a Coffee link as well for some donations for these awesome libraries, and for saving the stream today. And for probably just doing a quick Google search and figuring out that issue. So let's go. Let's go flaps 8 here as well. Is this going to be the same? That's going to be 20. That's going to be 8. That's going to be 1. Yeah, okay. That's going to work out just fine for me. All right. We're going to arm our thrust reversers. Let's go ahead and disengage the parking brake. Everything there looks good. Let's go APU stop. Shut the doors. Taxi light can come on. All those lights are fine for now. Recirc fans are off. It's right because I was troubleshooting. Let's go ahead and turn those on. What else have we got in there? Takeoff config we'll set in a second. Recirc fans off. Okay, everything looks good, guys. Let's take off config it. We got TOTO. And Charlie Ground Slammer 1138. Finally ready for taxi here Yeah, I don't know where we're at, honestly. I was going to say where we're at, but...
Slimmer 1138, Charlotte ground, runway 18 center, taxi via Echo Lima.
Echo Lima to 18 center, Slammer 1138. LUNAR! Ancora Messi, ancora Messi, ancora Messi, 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 Messi. Alright, what do you say? Echo Lima? Wait, what? Oh, Echo Lima's at the end. Okay. Let's go. W Lunars in the chat, boys. He just saved the stream. I was literally, dude, I was this close to getting off, first of all, of Microsoft Flight Simulator and going to the title of the stream and making it Microsoft 2024 is the worst simulator ever. That was next, by the way, if Lunar didn't come in clutch right there. Dude. Microsoft 2024 is still the worst flight simulator ever, though. Them with these dual keybinds, bro, this is so annoying. They somehow made it worse than it was in 20. Coming over from X-Plane to 2024, figuring out the keybinds and everything in Microsoft 2020, or figuring out the keybinds in 2024 coming from X-Plane was like the hardest thing ever. They somehow made it even harder in 2024. But shout out Lunar, bro. He knows how to Google stuff and he figured it out. Unless did you just think of that on your own, Lunar, or what? Look at this CRJ. Oh my gosh. So where's centerline, by the way? That's centerline, like right down the pipe there. $20.5. Tower, good evening. Slammer 1138, short of 18 center will be ready. Oh, you went to the Aerosoft forum? Oh, really? Okay.
Slammer 1138, Charlotte Tower,
gosh.
left fly runway heading runway 18 center, clear for takeoff.
Runway heading 18 center, clear for takeoff, Slammer 1138. Alright, guys, let's get some togas in the chat. And all of our lights are set. Everything is ready to rock and roll for departure out of Charlotte International. And he gave us runway heading. So what we're going to do is after we rotate 400 feet, we'll go positive rate gear up heading. Finally. Skystream, what's up, man? Welcome to the stream. We're feeling good now, Skystream. Rotating at 147. Didn't forget to look that time. Either clears takeoff. Toga. $80 knots. Rudder feels a little jittery. I feel like more jittery maybe than 2020. And we're auto rotating, but that's all right. Well, not positive rate, but rotate. Interesting. Positive rate gears coming up. And heading in speed mode. Heading in speed mode. Where is it at? Heading and speed. There we go. Flaps 1. Speed 190. Jeez, very touchy. Flaps clean.
Slammer 1138, turn right 240, contact departure.
Right 240 over departure, Slammer 1138. Thanks for ATC. Good night.
Good night.
240 on the heading. We're gonna bug up 250 on the speed. Over departure, yeah, dude. Shout out to that kid, bro, for freaking.
November 1 Alpha Delta, turn left heading 270.
Back to 270, 81 Alpha Delta.
Departure, good evening, Slammer 1138, 4,600 for 8,248ing.
Slammer 1138, Charlotte departure, radar contact, climate maintain 16,000, turn right, direct weight.
Right direct Wade's up to 16,000, Slammer 1138. 16,000, just give me the autopilot right now. 16,000 and turn directly to Wade's. We do from the second from the top there, then nav mode. So we got nav mode, speed engaged. And we are off for the first time in Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024 in the CRJs, man. Praise the good Lord above. Oh my goodness gracious. Whoa, that's loud. Wow, look at this. Look at this Slammer air. Big 30-degree bank right here. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Look at that sexy livery right there too. Holy moly, guys.
Slammer 1138, contact center 132.97, good day.
3297, Slammer 1138, thanks for ATC, good night.
November 1 Alpha Delta, turn left heading 160, intercept the localizer.
32975
Left
is correct.
160.
Legion 1051.
What is it doing?
300.
What is it doing?
Turn 300, Legion 1051.
Is it really intercepting that course that hard? Center, hello, Slammer 1138, 12,000 for 16,000 direct Wades.
Slammer 1138, Atlanta Center. You can climb maintain flight level 320.
Flight level 320, Center 1138. Up to flight level 320, why did it intercept like that? SimCFI, we gotta change that, brother.
Legion 1051, airport, 10 o'clock, 15 miles.
Let's sync up this heading bug just in case it's gonna do that again.
Visual approach from my T2, runway T2, clear the line.
And we'll just get it kind of aimed at Wade's.
218 November, Jackson to close, ring of chin.
Give me half bank too, because it's just like ripping 30 degrees bank, like in between everything. Alright, give me heading signs, because this is being so stupid right now.
Slammer 1138, delete speed restriction.
Alright, no speed restriction, Slammer 1138. I didn't mean to still be climbing like that. Oh shoot, and climb thrust, by the way. Oh yeah, sorry, speed restriction's coming off. Definitely didn't just forget to put it to 290. Listen, we flew the 7-3 yesterday, we flew the 777 overnight. I'm used to the VNAV. Alright, I got back to being used to it again. Alright, let me try one more time here. If I go directly to Wade's, execute, center me up, nav mode. Alright, that looks, no, see, what's the bank for? Why are we doing this? Come back. Come back. I think it's okay now. I think it's okay now. Alright, we look good now, so maybe note to self, maybe we just need some heading mode to kind of get us started and go in the right direction in the future whenever they give us direct to something. Like a big turn like that anyway. Which has a big fat intercept angle. Alright guys, also I don't think we went over numbers for this flight, but 53 minutes of airtime, an hour and 21 minutes from gate to gate. Obviously that first one's going to take a little bit longer. We will turn and burn out of Lexington to come back. Yeah, cruising 32,000 feet, taking 76 people with us on the CRJ-900 here. Someone go join Lunar on Twitch, !Twitch in the chat. Oh, let's get this bad boy to standard. Coming through flight level 180. And be sure to go follow on Twitch as well if you guys are going to go stop over there. We're trying to build a brand on Twitch. Charlotte 234, welcome. Hey, thanks for following on Twitch, man. Appreciate it. Appreciate it.
Delta
Oh, all right.
2315, frequency change approved.
Yeah, Skystream, we're going to Lexington, brother.
15. Have a good one.
Do the return leg with us. Charlotte, what's up? Welcome to the stream. How you doing? I'll give you guys this. Skystream, Lexington is where I did my long commercial cross country. Where I did my long commercial cross country to. 250 miles one way. Welcome to the Superior channel. Twitch has always just been an afterthought for whatever reason. Like, I always thought of YouTube as like what I wanted to do, especially because like V1 is definitely who I kind of like idolize, at least in the YouTube game. You know, Captain Canada. I never really grew up like watching Twitch, so I always kind of just secondhand gave Twitch the scraps more or less. But we're trying to build the brand a little bit more over on Twitch, guys. So what did it say? Hang on, I have goals on Twitch. I have to get 50 followers. We're at 15 now, so shout out to the 2 new guys. So if you have a Twitch, go follow on the Twitch. I need to get 50 followers. I need to stream 7 days a month. We're good there. Stream 8 hours a month. Good there. And an average of 3 viewers per stream. So we have that now, but we need to make sure that we continue to average that. So we need some dedicated Twitch followers. Twitch definitely more responsive to a stream. Yeah, apparently, Lunar. Because, like, the chat, I always have to wait for, like, 30 seconds to get something back from YouTube. But, like, I'll say something, and then, like, whoever's on Twitch will answer, like, so fast. And it'll just always be surprising. But, yeah, so it's pretty cool to see that, I guess. Dang, bro. 2024 does look really, really good. And I will say, is performing really, really well. Like, again, it looks smoother on my screen, I think, than it does your guys's. But I mean, like, look at this, dude. Ziav, what's up, man? Welcome to the stream. Thanks for stopping by. New here, but we love it. Charlotte,
Center, November 535 is with you,
Charlotte,
climbing to 15,000
the stream was
through
almost
1,000, direct to Athens VOR.
Yeah, we'll turn this guy down a little bit.
Atlanta
They're
Center,
loud enough.
902.
902, November 535.
Almost an absolute disaster. Again, yesterday was an absolute disaster. Today was almost an absolute disaster.
Hello, Delta 24.
But Lunar saved the day, Charlotte. So how are you doing today? Ziav said you're the first person to say my name correctly first try. What can I say, bro? What can I say? I know my English and stuff. You know what I'm saying? All right, what do we got here? What are we blinking at? Realistically, these clouds would probably be pretty freaking bumpy. Like, look how smooth this is moving. Like, again, I think it's smoother on my end than it is your guys, but like, these fast movements is usually like
2466
what messes with the like simulator and stuff like that, and what messes with the frames. But yeah, not at all today. Like, look at that change right there. Look how smooth that was. I don't know. I will say Microsoft 2024 is running very well. When it works, it's good. When it works, it's good.
Legion 1051 vacated on Delta looking for Bravo 1.
This is the Sim Update 2, brand new, just came out yesterday. We had a WASM crash yesterday, and then had the issue with that first engine, that #1 engine, not starting the second time we tried to start up. But only today did we realize what it is. Is New Sky 2024 compatible? Lunar, yes it is. Let me show you. There you go, brother. Look at this right here. Connected, can you see that right there? Yeah, connected to Microsoft 2024, and we are logging. We are logging. So, I don't have Microsoft 2024. I have 2020 though. Small flight sim setup, not huge. Yeah, I'm pretty similar with that ZAV. But I will say, like, I don't know. People say that, like, 2024 this and that. I feel like it might run smoother. Like, it's always a little bit of, like, a smoother... Look at that transition. Like, that's kind of crazy, guys, honestly. Lunar, you have to download... Go to, Did you see the link that Holden sent in the chat?
Delta 319, 8000, 4140.
We are one to go. In the Slammer Air chat, Holden, is that my autopilot? Why did my autopilot just get disengaged? You have to go and set it up, Holden. You have to download the new Sky installer on... Hello? Alright, sounds like we've got some sort of keybind thing again. This is fun. Nav out. Okay. We'll try to do 0.81 or something like that. Autopilot is engaged. Do I need speed still? No, I don't think so. Out cap. Okay. I think we're good with the out capture for the most part. Honeycomb 737 yoke attached to my desk. Black box. Frequency panel, etc. on top of my processor. Little throttle unit. Hey, that's better. I don't even have the frequency change panel. I just have the honeycomb throttle, honeycomb yoke. I have a Thrustmaster yoke sitting on my desk. Keyboard on top of everything. And that's it. Is it, top descent supposedly here in 13 minutes. Are we doing the right thing here? What are we doing? Direct to Tyler we should be. Yeah. Can disarm these. It still says the recirc fans are off. I thought I turned those back on. Oh, I didn't. Nope, there we go. Lunar, any guesses on the
Mexico 40 to Atlanta Center, squawk.
do pedals cap? Oh yeah, I do. I have the basic like Logitech pedals.
1 squad Mexico 48.
Somewhere in the realm of 2,000 on the fuel flow is what we're looking for here, I think.
Delta 76 cm altitude, maintain flight level 370.
I don't know what the deal was with the autopilot there, guys. But we figured it out, so.
Land Center, good evening, American 875.
Let's go to the radio page. ILS runway 111.75. Final approach course is 226. Minimums are 1179.
2158 would do 340.
So we'll go 1180 on the mins, and that's pretty much it. We're pretty much ready for our descent at this point. Whenever we do get that, so we go Cuban and then saddle. Is that going to make sense? Yeah, we're going to go Cuban and saddle. So let's kind of just get rid of that discontinuity right there. And this is what that'll look like once we are on the way in here. We're direct to Tyler right now. That'll be
2434
Jojo, Tyler, Cuban, and the saddle, which is the initial approach fix, and then into what is that? Bridle, and then in for the which makes sense, horse themed for Lexington. Okay, that's not what I wanted. So descent in about 11 minutes.
951, fly the runway heading, runway 2450.
Other than that, guys, welcome to cruise here in the beautiful CRJ-900. Oh, let's get our... Oh, shoot. I'm going to lose so many points. Oh, no. Dude, I was distracted. Oh, this has been a bad flight. This is going to be a bad Blue Sky score. Heard those are the best, Lunar said. I don't know. I mean, I haven't really had any issues. They're a few years old at this point and still kind of kicking. No pun intended. But that's basically it. So... ZF said I'm space limited. I have the attachable yoke somehow attaches in my handmade thick wooden desk. Yeah, I like the, I have a handmade as well, so. What are you going to ask me? Any guesses on what? Oh, any guesses on the autopilot disconnecting? That was silly. I'm streaming today after 2 months. Nice, Skystream. Welcome back. ZF said I have one monitor, also a little mini monitor, skinny but high to the right of my computers. I can put things like Navigraph there. Yeah.
Out of 500, frequency change approved.
Nice, dude. Nice.
At 1835, frequency.
Well, here's what we're going to do. This is the surprise today. Is basically we're going to start setting up a cargo operation through New Sky. So we're going to get a couple airplanes. So Lunar, this is going to be your next task. No, I'm just kidding, kind of. But basically, it's going to be, we're going to have some A300s, 306 freighter, any builds. Not the packs.
It's out of 2710. Just want to make sure you're climbing.
You know the Pratt & Whitney or the GE? For now, just do Pratt & Whitney, I guess. We'll do November 306. Oh wait, shoot, never mind. I'm sorry. This is wrong. Give me the G's for now. Pounds. November, we'll just do 306 Sierra Alpha for that. Next, it's going to be cargo, so yep, all that good stuff right there. And finish that. And then we're going to lease a 777 as well, a 777 freighter. Let me see, do I have to do this? Nope, just 777. 777 freighter. PMDG, pounds. November, we'll just do 777 Sierra Alpha. And I think we're basically just going to put, we have SDF already, so we're basically just kind of going to do some stuff. Lunar said you guys lose me for a full month and some change starting next Saturday. 320's last stop, I'll get back in July. Yeah, man, no worries. Obviously, I'm totally kidding, bro. Like, we can fly these without these, but obviously your libraries just bring them to life. But, yeah, I was totally kidding. We're gonna put it in SDF because we have some SDF stuff. So we're gonna put it there, and then I'm gonna put this bad boy in SDF as well. And we're basically gonna run like a combination of UPS and FedEx ops out of here. So we're gonna need to get some. We're just basically gonna go through. I want to look at. SDF, or I'm sorry, I want to look at flight radar and essentially just kind of look at SDF and see some departures, see where they go. We're going to need...
Climber 1138, descend and maintain flight level 280.
Down to flight level 280, Slammer 1138. Alright, great. This is nice having him kind of just do that for us. That's great. Flight level 280... We're going to go ahead and go vertical speed. I guess like I don't know. We don't really need to do 3,000 feet a minute like this, but we'll see. We'll do 7.7 in the descent and I guess 3,000 feet a minute. We're already in the through the Mach transition, I guess. 290 knots is fine. Lunar, are we going to be able to watch what you're working on at some point? And also, Lunar, can you tell us about anything about this new Happy Gilmore movie? I've been thinking about the new Happy Gilmore movie a lot lately for whatever reason. So I think we just added Ontario, right? Did I?
Delta 2710.
I did add Ontario. Let's add, we should add probably Philly.
We'll show you at a very slow. Try to make sure you're climbing at least 500 feet a minute.
Let's add Philly.
Yeah, sorry, we had some trouble with our speed, but I think we got it.
We have Miami, we have Oakland now. Chicago, we have...
Yeah, 410, please.
410.
Boise, Denver, Portland, Ontario again.
535, Athens altimeter.
Phoenix, 1 to go.
Is
Those clouds look insane. Yeah, these do look, this is pretty crazy, actually.
2991, number 535.
Number 1138, descend and maintain flight level 240 on descent or close frequency change.
All right, down to flight level 240. What was the rest for Slammer 1138?
India's close frequency change.
Okay, over to dark side for Slammer 1138. Thanks for ATC. All right, flight level 240 will set up. And
American 875, descend via the Baker 5 arrival, landing south, shuttle altimeter.
Over to the dark side, he says. So we'll go 122.
Via the bunker by arrival, landing south, American 875.
We're going to do the quickest turn you've ever seen when we leave Lexington here, guys. It's going to be no joke. Once we level off at 240, we'll kind of get a little bit more of an idea of what we need to do. Boston, I think we honestly have a pretty solid, like... Do we have Honolulu set up yet in New Sky? We don't. Let's get Honolulu set up. That'll be a good one. Honolulu. Lunar said, yes, if you guys like to go to the movie theater, you'll definitely enjoy my next project, although I'll share some pictures on Discord. Let's go, dude. I guess Lunar must be on Twitch if you're talking to his ghost. He is, yeah, he is on Twitch. I have both chats combined, but I don't think you guys do. That's funny. He's just on Twitch telling him I said hi. You hear that, Lunar? Limp says hi. That's funny. You guys crack me up. All right, we got Honolulu, Pittsburgh still. I think we have a pretty solid route structure set up for the for cargo already. Honestly, we've got a lot of big hubs. We can just essentially make a big cargo hub. We've got Philly now. You know what? Newark and LaGuardia. I want to do Newark and LaGuardia too. Newark and LaGuardia. And I'm gonna have to make some more schedules, unfortunately, but it is what it is. Limp, you gotta go drop a sub on Twitch. Oh, Limp. Lunar said, Limp, come join me. So you have to now. Did we ever turn the seatbelt signs off? I don't even think we did. No, we didn't. All right, let's see. If we want to be at 3,000 feet by saddle. Okay, so it did drop a little top of descent for us there. So we'll just, we'll do the 3,000 feet per minute thing. So we'll set that up for that. Ontario, Limp. We got Ontario. Yeah, I mean, we're just going to have to go, we're going to go SDF to, we'll set up Ontario first. Summer 4244 is fine with me. Ah, shoot, I'm going to have to do all these. Okay, SDF. I don't know why New Sky doesn't generate like a block time for you. I hate that. I said we went with the GE engines. No, see, this is cargo. Oh, here we go. Cargo, cargo, cargo. Yeah. Let's have it just be the... That's a long flight. We can do it in the... Block time 4:35. What's JRC? Mexican Aviator. 4 hours and 35 minutes. And then when's this top of descent at? We got some time here. Alright, so we're going to go Ontario to SDF, Slammer, whatever. Why did it's not drawing me up a flight plan now? I would say 4244. We'll do 4245 on the flight back. Edit this flight. Let's go back. 3:55 block time. And we'll do both cargos again for that. And then also, let's go, while we're at it, let's go Ontario to Honolulu. 4446 is fine. Ontario to PHNL. 6 hours and 20 minutes on the block. 0620. on the squawk, and then we're gonna go PHNL back to Ontario. 46, 44 is, we'll just do 45. I'm honestly just gonna start, I'm not gonna think so hard about the flight numbers. I'm just gonna change the last number to make it odd or even. Oh shoot, I also had that in the 300 the whole time, not the 777 Raider, but it's probably better because the yeah. 777 is definitely faster, so we should probably just stick with 300 in terms of block time anyways. Say 525 on the block going back. 0525. Good idea for the Discord. Make a channel with all the Slammer Air liveries link. Maybe that is a good idea. Holden and I have been checking the block times and readjusting them. Oh, okay, perfect, Limp. Well, then, yeah, you guys just keep that up then. Honolulu to Ontario, we'll save those changes. Yeah, that's perfect. And then Mexican Aviator, it's kind of just in... It's just in the Slammer Air Discord channel in general, so if you need it, just go there and find it. Let's see, 1,400 feet a minute at once. We're just hitting it now, so we want to wait essentially until that's at like 2,700, I do believe, is how we are going to play that. I'm doing both. I'm doing New Sky routes. I also want to do just a normal LAX to Honolulu. Slammer 446 is fine. Just in like a I'll put it in there in the 737 MAX, and then like I said, we can kind of just adjust those times as needed. LAX to Honolulu, 525, 0525. We'll make it passenger small. What's small again? No CRJs can do that. 320, we'll make sure we can do it there, do it there, and do it there. That's fine. Save those changes, and then we're gonna go LAX. I know, but I'm just saying when we get more liveries on planes. Oh, that's fair. Yeah, that's true. It's a good point. Actually, wait, no, this is supposed to be PHNL to LAX. 4605 will make it. And flipping this. No, this is... I think I messed that up too. It's alright, it's close enough. 620. Make it a much more faster process. Yeah, that's fair. Okay, so let's see. We've got the flights to Honolulu and stuff. I mean, we're gonna go probably SDF to Pittsburgh as well, and we'll do just most of these, as that's going to be a odd number. Not in the MAX. We're going to go in the 300 freighter. So yeah, essentially that's the surprise today, guys, is new routes that we probably don't need. But cargo, we're going to go not the 777 in that one, just do the 300 there, and then we'll do Cape Pitt back to SDF. 642 is fine. Flip that around. Pitt to SDF is an hour 30. And same thing. Nope, cargo. And then no 777. And then where else? Where else? SDF. Do we have Cleveland in our route structure? We don't have Cleveland in the route structure. We should have Philly. I just did Philly, right? To Philly, 4245. It'll be 46. We can call it. No. Well, you know what? I want to do Phoenix anyways, so we'll just... ...405 on the Phoenix flight. It's a long enough one. We could probably do both, I guess. To SDF. $325. And cargo, we'll do both. Okay. We're just gonna start on down, I guess. This is only once. Let's just do like 2,000 feet a minute for now. Oh shoot. Like 2,000 feet a minute for now. All the way down to 3,000. There we go. On the descent down into Lexington in the CRJ-900 in Microsoft 2024. Never thought we'd see the day here, guys. Never thought we'd see the day. Okay, so what did I just do? I just did Phoenix back to SDF, I do believe. Let's go SDF to Philly now. Actually, let's do Philly to SDF. It'll make it easier on myself. Two hours. Flight Slammer. $45, $42. Sure, it works. $45, $43, we'll call it. No 777. Good job to get some food. I'll be back. All right, Lunar, sounds good, man. The return flight will be an hour and 50 minutes. Let's go, we can just do a couple of those for now. We got Philly. What are the routes? What did I put in? Like, what routes do we have that don't have? Here we got to send a little, let's go a little quicker. I don't think we have anything to LaGuardia yet. Let's go to schedules. Coming up on 18,000 feet, Lexington altimeter is 2974. Fine, 320 right now, Ente. Second try, he says. That's right, we got to get ready for the lunar livery drop. It's going to be a 320 party. Try to go 3,000 feet a minute. I guess we're going a little, descending a little slow here, apparently. We're going to go SDF to, don't run out of gas. To LaGuardia. How far is that flight? Hour 55. I don't know why he was complaining. I had enough gas. Someone say 320? Yeah, man. 320 livery is coming. LGA to SDF is gonna be 2 hours 15 minutes. Cargo flight, not the 777. We can add 757s and 767s to these routes as they kind of come out, but obviously we don't have that yet. I believe SDF to Newark would be an option. It is... It's probably going to be the same times pretty much. Hour 55. Cargo... Newark, okay. Going back, 210. And cargo flights. No 777, save that. And then I wanted to get like a, it would be really cool to fly and gain money to pay aircraft for lease them, not just getting them for free. Yes and no, I mean... If you read their thing, it kind of makes sense. It's like, you know, we put in a lot of effort on this, you know, making these routes and stuff like that as it is. And they said, like, you know, going bankrupt would kind of be stupid, and being able to go bankrupt and buy things like that would just kind of be stupid, because it's just kind of like, okay, you know, you're essentially discrediting the work of everybody that is kind of doing this. And I get it. You know, it would be cool to kind of do that type of stuff, but They should add more of a purpose to the money. I will say that. Like, there's a lot of money in this game, but there isn't a lot of purpose to the money, if that makes sense. So there should be something. I don't know what. I don't know how they would implement that better, but they do need to do something a little bit, I think, though, for that. Let's do a couple more long hauls. Let's do maybe like a... We have a London Heathrow route already. Maybe do London Heathrow. We could do it in the 300 too, I guess, so. Seven hours, 55 minutes to Heathrow. We'll do both of those. And then London coming back, SDF, is going to be... I'll probably try to do one of these long hauls tonight, maybe. 0925, 9 hours, 25 minutes back to the boys. Oh yeah, join your route. Which route? Are you joining the return route or what? Which route are you joining? Okay, so we've got some LaGuardia stuff set up. Let's get some, like, let's get a Charlotte to Philly route. What do you say there? Charlotte to Philly, 11:45. What is... dude, I hate that it just doesn't generate any kind of... Charlotte to Philly in the... Let's do the CRJ, because it's probably a little slower than some of these other aeroplanes. Yeah, let's basically do all of them, maybe except for XL, and we'd even do the BizJet for Lunar. An hour and 40 minutes. Oh, I meant about the money topic? Okay, yeah. Approaching 4,000 feet, or 3,000 feet, sorry. Going back is an hour and 50 minutes from Philly to Charlotte. And it's an hour and 50, it says. And it's going to be passenger, no XL. You can do everything else, though. Save changes. All right, it's cool. So we've got some stuff ready. All right, guys, let's kind of lock in here on this approach. Let's get these throttles up. SimCF5, what's up, man? Welcome back to the stream. Beta tested the flight model 2024. Really, really good. Dude, this is feeling pretty good. I'm not going to lie now, SimCFI, now that we kind of got this thing all figured out. But, oh shoot, that's why the speed brake is still out. Now that we kind of have this thing figured out, SimCFI, we're back, dude. Yesterday, so one of the issues was that I had a mixture bind set to my engine number 1, so it would never really fully, like, connect. Or it never really would start fully. So let's test out the wipers here, actually. I've never used the wipers in this. Oh, geez. Oh, you know what? I just hit my trim wheel. That might be what was disconnecting the autopilot earlier. Oh, the wipers... I think the wipers might be over here or something. There they are. Cool. Oh, did I not have... Bro, I don't have my lights on again. Oh my gosh, I'm going to lose so many points from this flight. Alright, we'll start pulling the speed back just a bit. How far are we from our fix here? About 8 miles from saddle. We should definitely not be going 250 knots. Let's pull it back a little bit. Let's do like 210. Beautiful weather, different perspective says amen. Pretty cool stuff here in Microsoft 2024. When it works, it's great. SimCFI, did you change your sensitivity settings in 24 as well? If so, I don't know how to do that, so we'll have to take a look at that. Is half-bank off? Half-bank is off. In our approach mode. And we can go all the way to flaps 8, I do believe, under 230. Yep, we can go to flaps 8. So let's go ahead and just do that now. Beautiful here in Lexington. Haven't been here since, like I said earlier, guys, my commercial cross-country was the last time that, let's add some power. I always forget to do that at the end there. My long commercial cross-country, I did this route. Well, not this route, I guess, but a flight to Lexington. Localizer and glide slope are white. And I guess, I mean, if we have, we could just go heading here and put it on local 1, I mean. And we can go down, let's see, what's the next altitude? 2,600. We can start down towards 2,600 feet. Like maybe 1,000 feet per minute, and start a little bit more of an intercept heading, like a 270 heading for the intercept. And approach mode got disarmed for some reason. Don't want that. The localizer was capturing. There it is. It's capturing right now. It might not be. Let's see. Let's set speed. Let's see, like 180. They were blowing through it. That's partial. That's my fault though. I think I waited a little too long. Capturing at 2,600 feet. So we should be below the glide slope, which we are. Let's see, let's just be ready to catch this on this heading mode, because it likes to just kind of go crazy. Okay, it looks like it's doing what it should be doing. Oop, too high on the power setting there. 320 complains again that I don't have fuel, but I set what SimBrief told me. Well, it might just be like, if it's lower than, you know, I don't know. We'll set 144, which is going to be our VREF speed today. Under 200, under 220, we can go flaps 20. Let's do that. Beautiful approach. Golly, look at this thing. Oh my gosh, guys. Look at this slammer air. Holy. Is that not the best livery you've ever seen? Let's go gear down. Let's just do it all here. We can go flaps full at this point. Arm the reversers again, and looks like we're going to start needing some lights. Oh, we blew through that 2,600, by the way. That's kind of sketch, but it's alright. And overhead as well. There we go. Localizer's captured. Glide slope's coming. Glide slope is alive. Bridle, how far are we from Bridle? 2 miles? A lot farther than 2 miles for whatever reason. I might have... 22 might have been the runway that I landed on too back, probably about a year ago? Well, April. I got my commercial in April of 2022. It was probably about like a year and a half, 2 years ago that I did my cross country. I'm sorry, not 2022, 2020. April of 2024, that I got my, that I got my commercial done. So, glide slope's alive. SimCFI, of course, referring to the, I mean, this is the CRJ V2 that we're flying right now, but apparently they are working on even a better flight model that's coming out, some better physics and whatnot, so really excited for that. Glide slope is capturing, so there's even more changes coming to the CRJ, so stay tuned, guys. This is a great time to be a CRJ purchaser. 210 at 10. Going in here to Lexington today. Let me turn down this blaze a little bit here. Should be this guy, I believe, as well for those. Take right at like half-ish. Quick turn in here today. We lost some time earlier, so no auto throttles to disconnect. So we'll just go ahead and disconnect the autopilot and fly it in. Let's get some landing rates in the chat. What do you guys think? Are we going to grease this here at Slammer Air, or do we not do that? We're definitely not going around, I'll tell you that much for free. Didn't set miss approach altitude, but we don't need it. Yeah, definitely pretty, like, bumpy still, you can tell. In terms of the controls and, like, hand flying it. 115, Michael lurking in the shadows. Vu says 210. All right, guys. Limp, that was a pretty good lurk from Michael there. Who knows how long he's been here. Michael, how was your trip that you picked up? If I had to guess, it was hectic, because trips that you pick up are always hectic. They never go as planned, right? Really? Yeah, I guess it was pretty high there for a second. Sorry. Correcting. We're gonna have to push the nose over a little bit here. We are landing.
Seat rate 100. Seat rate 50, 40, 30, 20, 10.
Give it one more pull right before we hit. Oh shoot, I forgot I don't have one there. 214 says New Sky. Ooh, oh, reversers, I forgot I gotta do it. Didn't make a single radio call, but assume we're probably okay. All right, welcome to Lexington. CRJ and Microsoft 2024, 4:30. Limp, you're a hater, bro. You're always a hater. That's okay. Terminal, yeah, left turn here. On the dot, baby. I said 210. Nice, boo. Let's go. I forgot. I don't have the landing rate monitor that comes up on the screen in 24, but luckily we still had New Sky. Dude, I think this is going to be a terrible score because I forgot about the lights 2 different times, bro. This is going to be a terrible score. Let's get these off this time. Logos can stay on. That can come off. APU, we get the indications there. Open. Let's go ahead and start it up. Welcome to Lexington, guys. Like I said, quick turn out of Lexington. We're gonna maybe just finish setting up some routes on the way back. Probably not even. We're probably just gonna do verse of the day on the way back, and kind of just go from there. Let's see how everything's looking. Charlotte's still fully staffed right now. Departure, ground, tower, or delivery. I mean, not departure, but they do have an approach controller online, and then we should run back into Atlanta Center as well. So yeah, guys, should be good. Should be a nice flight back. Super pretty scenery here. Look at this livery, bro. Oh my gosh, it looks so good. I can't with this livery. Look at that. Look at that winglet. Look at the slammer air. Look at the tail. Oh man. Lunar, if I was wearing a hat, it would be off to you, brother. Put this back on FMS. If I can. MS1. And we'll get a new flight plan and everything once we get back to the gate. Should just be the return flight. Not too sure what the flight number is going to be just yet, but we'll see. Oh, just kidding. I stand corrected about everything I said about the scenery here. We don't even have a terminal. Microsoft 2024, ladies and gentlemen. Like, Lexington is a relatively popular airport. Oh, wait, no. You know what? I don't think it was this that I got lost at Lexington actually one time. Because this is all very confusing. I didn't know that the FBO is like tucked away back there. And I didn't know that. And I did get lost here. Totally forgot about that. Yeah, like Lexington is a relatively popular airport. And we don't even have a terminal set up for it. Like, not even a building. Like, even the generic hotel looking buildings, whatever, you know. We poked fun in the last one, but alright, everything is all set up there. Engines are running, APU is running, so we can go ahead and kill our engines. Oh, fuel boost pumps can come off at this point. Landing lights can come off, and we should be below 10%. We can go ahead and flick the beacon light off. That'll give us the ding-dong for the New Sky Flight 2024 hater. Yeah, definitely not a good look for Microsoft 2024 here. Let's get GSX to maybe do some deboarding. We'll see. We'll see how long they take. Oh, Steve Menzies is fine. Just while we take a look at this and kind of get things restarted, let's go to the display capture so you guys can see this. We somehow got a 10. Flight delayed 6 minutes. We lost $200 for that. A great touchdown, it says, and it didn't dock me for my lights or anything. Thank you, Lord. All right, so we got $7,800 for that flight. Not too shabby. Back in a bit, gonna run my mile now. Ooh, nice limp. All right, see you in 20 minutes. Just kidding. Sorry. All right, we're going Lexington back to Charlotte. Let's find it in here somewhere. Lexington to Charlotte. CRJ-900. We'll be off by, definitely be off by 20. Let's say 10, to be honest. 23:10. We're gonna 10 minutes, so 13. At once 14. It's fine. Okay. All right, flight is added. Let's generate a flight plan. But don't go anywhere just yet. We got the return flight to do yet. Like and subscribe if you guys haven't already. And what's I gonna say about that? Like and subscribe if you haven't, and check out the Twitch as well. We are streaming on Twitch as well as YouTube. Slammer 3711. All right, I like it. Lexington to Charlotte. Let's go ahead and file that flight plan. And let me go to this bad boy here. Disconnect or reconnect this Slammer 1, 2, 3, 4, 3711. And let's get rid of this. Get rid of display capture, and that's our auto ATC coverage. Squawk 3475. SimCFI says they go off with the 80ers anyways in between every flight, so we'll just go ahead and do that. 3475 on the squawk. 3475 on the squawk. We'll just cycle that bad boy right there. We've got that going for us. And we're just going to stay on 22.2. Let me do dot KLX CTAF. Probably not even going to have one because it probably actually has a CTAF frequency. Actually, let me go back, do the new... let me go to my dashboard. Summer 3711 view. Let's go to Navigraph over here. 46 minutes of flight time this time, so it'll be a quicker flight back for us. Towers on 19.1. 19.1. So we'll go ahead and 119.1. .1 is set there. Perfect. So let's go ahead and go back to on with these. Back to nav. And let's get a new flight plan loading. Import flight plan 3711 Lexington to Charlotte. Send FMS. Set the payload and the fuel. Set the simulator. Set the data. Set all of those numbers. We're going to restart QTAL so they can get out of the way. Restart QTAL. Get them out of here. We've got all of our numbers all set up. We're going to run through the init real fast. Pausing it. We are not there anymore. We are in Lexington now. Lexington now. Departure, we're going to go off runway 22, which is the runway we just came in off of. No departure procedure. Arrival into Charlotte. We'll expect, let's see, weather, ATIS in Charlotte. VATSIM, landing 18 left, center, and right. We'll try for the center runway. We'll see what they end up giving us. We'll take it from Jetco. Flips 4 from Skywa. Perfect. Take all that. Perf page. Let's see, perf init. Cruising flight level today 310. Forgot I always have to do extra there. Enter that. VNAV setup. Next page. Actually, let's go. We'll do /.77. Execute next page /.81. Execute next page .77/ because we don't have to do the full thing there apparently, or just .77. Okay, there we go. All right, so all that's good. Radios are good, set for right now. Legs look good for right now. Let's step through it, just make sure it doesn't look too crazy for us here. Yeah, let's zoom it in as much, like 5 miles here. Skywa. Oh, other way. Skywa, Hism. Let me see. Comedy, Blake, and then Faye at 270 knots, flight level 240 or above. What is that? Jenny, Flips, Glaxy, Jobot, Earhart, and then Fishin' at 7,000 feet, 210 knots, and all that stuff looks good for us. So the flight plan looks good. We look good. I believe our FMS is all set up. That was a pretty quick FMS setup, if I do say so myself. Once this gets aligned, we will rock and roll out of here. Let me see. I thought I had this set on quick. Yeah, it is set on quick, so we'll just set that for now. Cade T4320, what's up, man? Welcome to the stream. What's your current type rating? Cade, unfortunately, right now I don't have a type rating officially, not yet anyway. Working on it, but I fly the Caravan, so the Cessna Caravan does not need a type rating, so I do not have one at the moment. The airline that I fly for flies a Caravan, so we do not have a let's prepare for pushback and departure. We'll get Menzies to do it. We'll get Beacon online and everything else there. I guess you're USA. Yes, I am USA, from the US of A, baby. But yeah, like I said, don't need a type rating just yet, but getting close, man. Getting close to going to a regional here soon, hopefully.
Hello, Captain. We are ready for pushback.
I'm in Turkey, cadet for 320. Nice. How long till you fly 320? You know, we were just talking today where I fly about getting, you know, everybody's like, oh, you should get your EASA and go overseas and fly because you can get those jobs like 250 hours. So we're a little envious of you guys, the fact that you guys can just jump into the seat of a jet like that.
Departure checks completed. Bypass pin inserted.
Definitely envious of you guys over there. Let's just, we'll be lazy today and set flight level 310 immediately here. Rotating at 144 knots. V2 is going to be 152. Engine safety speed is going to be 162. Flaps 1 speed is going to be, let me start this flight as well, by the way. Flaps 1 speed is going to be 164. Flaps up speed is going to be 15 underneath that 202 there. We'll call it 200. We'll call it 185 is going to be our flaps up speed. So everything is pretty much ready, checked, and set, as we would say. And beacon light is online, and we are ready for our pushback. Nose to the left is good. Let me just quick edit this, actually. It's easier just to do this sometimes. Yeah, like, we don't, honestly, like, low-key don't really need all that. Whoa, what the freak? Let's just...
Exiting from editing mode.
Release parking brakes, please.
Straight back is perfectly fine for us here. Let's release the brakes for him. Okay, there we go.
Release parking brakes,
Alright, we're releasing. Relax.
Commencing push. All engines clear. Start at will.
Let's get the fuel pumps on and start up engine numero dos first. I thought my yaw dampers were on. They're fine. Oh, I didn't even really look at the fuel we have on board here. We have 8,000 on board. I believe that's fine. Oh, it only wants 3.8. Yeah, it's definitely fine. All right, let's go ahead and give fuel. Give fuel. Give fuel. There we go. Don't do this to me again. Don't play these games with me.
Please set parking brakes. Waiting your confirmation for a good engine start.
Oh, why did that turn off? There we go. Woo! That was scaring me again, man. That was scaring me again.
We have a good engine start. You can disconnect.
But we're good.
Unlocking gear.
We have multi-crew pilot license, cadet program, and graduate SPL, then train with lots of sim and getting ready for the airline until 1,500 hours on ATPL. Dude, I mean, that's really nice, though, because we were just talking about this today. I feel like at least they actually train you. They train you all the way to 1,500 in the simulator? Is that what you're saying? Start up engine number 1.
Tow truck disconnected. Bypass pin removed.
Because the way they do things here is you get your private instrument and commercial and your multi. You graduate flight school at 250 hours, and then they say, good luck getting a job at 250 hours with your commercial license that basically means nothing. And unless you get a unicorn job, which, you know, praise God, I found, and I've worked really hard for, don't get me wrong. You know, what would you do to build your time? I mean, it's flight instruct, that's about it, you know? And so there's nothing like that where it's set, where it's like, okay, you can come with us and we'll train you all the way to 1,500 hours, which they should definitely do. And they don't. And like I said, they kind of just get you your 250 in flight school, and then they say, good luck, see you later. So yeah, I mean, if they will actually train you all the way through 1,500, even on the simulator, dude, that's pretty awesome. Looks like Cleveland Center is online. Is that to the north of us, or are we in Cleveland Center? That's to the north of us. All right, everything looks good. Looks like we got 2 good engine starts. Let's go flaps to 8 degrees. We can go ahead and go thrust versus armed. They are armed. APU can come off. Close that up. Taxi light can come on. And I believe that is everything. Parking brake reversers, no seatbelts, or seatbelts and no smokings. Hit toga, and we get toga, and we are ready to rock and roll. We'll call up Lexington. Lexington, traffic, Slammer 3711, taxi runway 22 on Alpha, Lexington. We have an agreement around 10 years, can't move any other airlines. I mean, dude, again, like that's a long time for sure, but like from the time you start flight school to the time you get to a regional around here can definitely be 10 years depending on how it costs. All training is cost from our monthly salary. I mean, again, dude, like that's kind of a good deal. I would probably 10 years is a long time. I will give you that. But if they are going to do that for you, if they're going to make and spend that kind of money on you, I saw Michael started playing Microsoft 2024. Is he trying to catch up here? If they're spending that kind of money on you, it's like the Air Force here. It's like they're spending that money on you to train you. It's like, yeah, they kind of want you to stay with them. So, I mean, it kind of makes sense. I don't know, man. I really, really do wish that the U.S. had something like that in place. Like, I would 100% do that. I would be like, yeah, that's fair. I'll give you back some of my salary for the first little bit of my flying career if you pay me to fly with you guys and if you teach me how to fly. But it doesn't work like that here. So that's actually, I mean, again, I know it kind of sounds like it sucks, but that's really, really cool that you guys have the opportunity to do that. So yeah, I mean, it's honestly not that bad. Let's get our lights on. But I do hear what you're saying. 10 years is definitely a long time. Today I took my first solo check with DA-20. It was really nice. 2 to 3 months left. Then I'll move to CBT in Phase 3 for Airbus. Wow. So have you flown the 320 simulator yet? So wait, you flew your first solo, and then you're gonna in 2 months you're gonna go to something for the Airbus, dude. That's crazy. Good for you. Lexington traffic, Slammer 11. I'm sorry, 3711. Taking runway 22 for departure. Lexington traffic. All right, guys, let's get some togas in the chat. Heading back to Charlotte. Should be a quick flight. 46 minutes en route. Just following min flight hours. So what are your min flight hours? You said, is it still 1,500 for you guys over there, you said? I thought it was like 250 you could get a job at. I didn't see what the trim was, but that's okay. Rotating at 144, toga. V1 rotate. Minimums. Pause, and ready to climb. Gears coming up. Outside view. Yeehaw. Look at that slammer CRJ-900, boy. Oh my gosh. Alright. Let's go heading sync, heading mode. Did I heading sync? Heading sync, heading mode, speed. And we're already well above our flaps 1 and flaps up speeds. Let's go flaps up. Climb thrust. Not going to forget that this time. And 250 knots. And let's say they gave us direct to, what's that first fix called again? Like Skywa. So they gave us direct to Skywa. Execute that. Zoom this out. Nav mode, please. Said if says 5 hours NVFR, this program does 5 hours 15 minutes. What do you mean by that? Like they go a little extra is what you're saying? Just following the minimums? Okay, gotcha. Oh yeah, nice little break out here. Look at that, guys. Alright, we just got autopilot on here. And we can turn up the displays again. Turn those up and turn these up. Oh yeah, beautiful departure out of there. Look at that. Ente, what's up, man? Welcome to the stream. He said, nope, I'm done. Ente is done. Coming up on 10,000 feet. There it is. Let's get the lights off now. We're not going to forget that this time. Logo wing inspection lights can come off. And we'll leave the seatbelt signs for now since it's a little choppy on the way out of here. Absolutely beautiful. Oh, wait, shoot. I forgot the climb speed as well. I was forgetting something. 290. Like and subscribe if you guys haven't already. Thank you everybody for being here. Really appreciate you guys. Really appreciate all the patience with Microsoft 2024. No awesome crashes yet. Looking good. And we figured out the throttle issues as well, so we're looking real good. Verse of the day is on the screen now. It just said I have a big problem with the inputs from Airbus. It's not as smooth as in Boeing. I don't like you give input computer allow deny. Well, I mean, it's a simulator, right? So like anything you do is literally that, Ente. So I don't know. I feel like it's hard to notice that difference in a simulator because you're controlling a computer. You're controlling a computer, controlling the yoke in any simulator. So I don't know. I get what you're saying, but I think it's kind of the same. Once we hit 18,000, I'm gonna take a short break because we're gonna hit that Atlanta Center again like a buzzsaw, and I'm gonna have to be locked in. So climbing like a homesick angel as per usual. What a view. Might actually try the 737 again. 737 is great, dude. Especially from PMDG. Alright, guys. Give me like a... give me a couple minutes here. And we'll be right back.
cross 26 right on Charlie, we'll show 26 left.
Make 27 right line on the lane, closer by 7, try to find the heavy, 777.
Thunderbird long 27 right, Delta 2401.
United 740, we're exiting the runway at Bravo. United 740, cross runway 26 left at Bravo 2, join exit and parking. Cross 26 left at Bravo 2, or join echo for parking, 740. 75406, cross 26 left at Charlie, join echo to parking.
26 left on Charlie, join echo to parking, 54.
Drive 998 heavy, connect departure. Over the parking zone. About a 24-0 on RNS football, and we keep them right, let's take off.
Football long 27 right, keep take off, Delta 2401.
Got 998 heavy connect departure. Delta 2386, runway 27 right, line up and way.
27 right, line up and way, Delta 2386.
Atlanta Tower, the 24 is on the down. Information given from requesting airport clearance to REDEMPTION.
So 2406, I'm going to have a reroute clearance sent to you. Just expect it to be a reroute. Delta 2386, RNS football, running 27 right, left takeoff.
RNF football, clear for takeoff, 27 right, Delta 2380.
Delta 2401, connect departure.
Contact departure, Delta 2401.
Delta 1761, runway 27 right, line up and way.
Runway 27 right, Delta 17.
Delta 36 heavy for your information, about a 5-minute delay for facing Kennedy. Bearing 2353, RNF to Snuffy, runway 26 left, let's take off.
Wow, guys, how about that view right here?
United 740, disconnect.
I'm back. What do we have departure on or something right now? Perfect timing too. Look at this, leveling off right at our cruising altitude. We're back from the break. Spoolie's engine's back a little bit. Darth, what's up, man? Welcome to the stream. One of the new pilots joined Slammer last night. Want to say hi. Welcome. This is your CEO speaking. Just kidding, man. But welcome, welcome, welcome. Thanks for joining Slammer Air, man. Appreciate it. I don't know, what was that, Lexington departure that I'm listening to? What departure frequency am I listening to right now? Is that Atlanta maybe? I don't know. Getting close to Atlanta Center here. Did he ping me? I don't think he did, but he's gonna be coming up.
I'm gonna talk to them like people take off Delta 17.
Alright, we switched over to Atlanta Center. Flight level 310 is where we're at right now, and
Delta 8815, Indy Center's offline, radar service terminated.
Good, Mach speed, let's do like 81 if we can here, just pull them up a little bit. Atlanta Center, hello, Slammer 3711 coming up on the north side of your airspace here, about just a few miles north of Skywa.
Slammer 3711, Atlanta Center, radar contact, maintain flight level 310.
Level 310, Slammer 3711. Glad to be a part of the crew, he says. Might change the flights later today. After I hit up USPS, got to mail some stuff. Nice, dude. Well, we just added a cargo section of the airline on the stream on the way over here, so maybe mail stuff through the Slammer Air section of that. Let me go back to see what Ente said here
Delta
a little bit.
2298,
When you fly
contact
around
Atlanta
and you're landing, do you do smooth, slow yoke adjustments or way more aggressive inputs?
Contacting Atlanta.
Yeah, I've seen some 737 landings like that. You usually don't need all that. It can get aggressive though, for sure. Like if it's bumpy and stuff like that, it can get aggressive. But usually you're never like full
Atlanta
deflection.
Center, Raven Flight 971,
But
flight level
at the same
260.
time, like, you know, his
Raven
cables
Flight
are a lot
971
smaller on
Atlanta
our
Center,
plane. Our plane is a lot smaller. You don't need all that. You don't need full deflection, like I
Delta
said. So
366, Memphis is offline, radar service terminated for exchange to advisory approved. So
way to prevent something. Not sure though. Yeah, I don't know. I'll let you know when I get there. Perfect Cargo is my favorite. I also fly a fictional airline, not a VA, but yeah, cargo is more fun for me. Yeah, man, we're just starting the cargo side. We've got the 777 and the A300 set up, so yeah, man.
Delta 69 Whiskey, cross on, Aussie at maintain 12000 at 250 knots, land altimeter 29901.
Looking good here, guys. Flight level 310.
Cross Aussie at maintain 12000, 250 knots, land altimeter 29901.
Me too, if I did.
Cross Aussie at 12000, and your animal is down to 29901.
Look at that, guys. Probably going to try another overnight long haul tonight since the last one didn't work. I think I'm going to do one of the new freighter flights that we just got. While we're here, though, before we get too busy, let's go over the verse of the day. Psalm 19, chapter 19, verse 1. The heavens declare the glory of God, and the skies proclaim the work of his hands. If you guys are unfamiliar, the Psalms and the book of Psalms, they're all really just collections. So some of these verses and excerpts of Psalms that we see are really like lyrics from back in the day, from like 2,000 years ago. So these would all have been sung and maybe even performed with like a lyre or a small band or something like that. So yeah, the heavens declare the glory of God, the skies proclaim the work of his hands. That was, David wrote a lot of the Psalms as well. So this could have been written by David. Yeah. You know, it's interesting. Science and God, you know, a lot of people think they're totally separate, but really they are being proven to be tied more and more closely together, actually. And it's interesting, you know, I saw something recently about how, like, they thought black holes for a long time didn't make any sound, and then now they're finding out they make like these really low sounds or something like that, but it's like almost like a song. And you know, these things that these guys were writing about, you know, the skies proclaim the work of his hands, they might be talking about something like super advanced along those lines of, like, you know, those type of vibrations, like literally the skies proclaim the work of his hands. Like the sky that we're flying in right here right now obviously it's a simulated sky, but, you know, proclaim the work of the Lord's hands. So just pretty cool to think about. Luna, what's up, man? Welcome back. A lot of new flights. That's not a route yet, Darth says. Wasn't specified. Darth, let's take a look at this here. So what you can do...
1761 Atlanta, climb and maintain flight level 320.
What you can do is go to My Flights. If you book a flight, you can go to Free Flight Cargo or PAX. And if you go to Free Flight Cargo with Slammer Air, you can do whatever in there. Now, what flight do you want to do, Darth? Because I can make it for you real quick if you want to do one. Just let me know.
Identify Mike and
Sorry, Spirit Wings 8393.
Shout out to Darth being on Twitch as well. Shout out to my Twitch
Spirit
viewers.
Wings 8393. There we go. Atlanta Center. Good evening.
I'm going to do something from my home, which is in Honolulu. Well, I just put a Honolulu base in. So do you want, there's a Honolulu to LAX and I think Ontario or something like that. Do you want more flights, different flights from Honolulu there? Let me see, it's just Honolulu to LAX, I believe. LAX sounds like fun. There is a...
aircraft calling Atlanta.
Okay, what jet do you want to fly to? Do you want to do the 777? Because I can move a 777 to LA. If you want to, do you want to go from Honolulu to LA or LA to Honolulu? Because I can put the 777 freighter in either one of those places. If you like. If that'll tickle your fancy. 50 miles to go. We're expecting the ILS 18 center, I guess. What's Charlotte's
Wings 8393, descend at pilot's discretion, maintain flight level 240.
Arrival rate is 2115. So we'll go over here.
Spirit Wings 8393, descend at pilot's discretion to flight level 240.
Did you want to do cargo, Darth? Just whatever you want. I'll set up a flight for you, whatever you want to do.
Approved over to advisory to bike. Have a good afternoon.
7. Simultaneous approach is in use. Expect visual approach 18er. 18. Notices to air mission. Runway 5. 23 closed. Runway 5.
Slammer 271 to send you the Phillips 4 arrival. Charlotte is landing to the south. Charlotte altimeter 2987.
87 to send via the Flips 4 and copy the rest for Slammer 3711. Gotta get home for a good old 5-hour flight, ain't that bad? Yeah, man. I also, well, I think I set up the, that Honolulu flight to where you can do it as passenger flights with the, 7-3, the 777. I think I set it up so you can do that as well, so.
2.22.
Alright, so we're clear to descend via, so we're just going to do basically whatever it says here.
Simultaneous approach is
and I think flight level 240 is what it wants.
18. Notices to air mission. Runway 5. 23 closed. Runway 5. 23 available for taxi. Transponders required to be on while operating on runways and taxiways.
Sounds good, Darth.
Bird activity within the airport. Read and call hold short instructions with call sign. Advise on initial contact. You have information, Charlie.
Charlie.
Charlotte Airport arrival information, Charlie 2252 Zulu. Wind 230 at 5. Visibility 10. Few clouds at 4,000. 16,000 scattered. Ceiling 25,000 overcast. Temperature 28. 2.22. Altimeter 2987. Simultaneous approach is in use. Expect visual approach 18er. 18.
Citrus 346, contact Atlanta approach 133.47. You have a good one.
Charlotte approach is on 20.5.
346, you too.
Never ended up turning the seatbelt signs on again.
Delta 1761, Clitterick Yankee.
Clitterick Yankee, Delta 1761.
Delta 69 Whiskey, contact Atlanta approach 133.47. You have a good night.
Want to be somewhere that's just not what you think. Yeah.
So phase at 270 knots, flight level 240.
Spirit wings 8393, cross
Let me see if he
Aussie
needs
at
his
maintain
speeds.
120,250 knots. The Atlanta altimeter 29er, 901.
Jenny at 270 above 190, flips 270 knots.
Can you repeat the again for Spirit wings 8393 affirmative. It's going to be Aussie at 120,250 knots.
Cross Aussie, 120,250 knots, Spirit wings, 1893.
And center for Slammer 11 or 3711. You need speeds on the arrival.
Slammer 3711. You can delete the speeds.
All right, copy that friendly or Slammer 3711.
Atlanta Center, Scobus 4539, level 370.
Scobus 4539, Atlanta Center, good evening, ident.
Ident, Scobus 45.
We'll just kind of I just want to do what it says. I don't want to do the whole.
Scobus 4539, radar contact about 35
here.
south east of the rocket viewer. Descend and maintain flight level 240.
We'll do 77 in the descent.
Level 240.
Oh, it wants us at 3,000 feet a minute anyway, so let's go idle 3,000. Becky, what's up, man? Welcome, or ma'am, welcome to the stream. Hope you're having a good one. How are you today?
Frontier flight 4573, Atlanta Center, good evening. Climb and maintain flight level 330, delete speed restriction.
18th center, 942 on the mins, so we'll set 950. Lunar said, Mauro, 93 degrees, 50% humidity, 7:30 at night is definitely summertime here. Yeah, I don't envy you at all, man. Running is the worst thing in the history of the world.
Scobus 4539, cross Glavin at maintain 14,000, altimeter 2991. Let me know if it's going to be difficult for you, though.
Glavin at, was it 14,000?
Affirmative.
Roger, we'll do our best. We'll let you know if we can't do that.
Yeah, no worries, thanks.
Oh. Out about flight level 190 at least here, so let's just sort of set that for now. At or above flight level 190, so we just don't descend below that, but I don't think we should have any issues there.
Atlanta Center for Spirit Wings 8393. When you said that we were to cross Aussie at 12,000, was that clearance down to 12,000, or were you just giving us a restriction?
It's a crossing restriction, so just whatever you need to do to cross Aussie at 12,000 at 250 knots, that's all we need.
Whatever we cleared down to 12,000 there, Spirit Wings 8393.
Yeah, affirmative.
Roger.
It looks like we're going to make this restrictions. Let's go to 16,000 we'll set. Like I said, just as precautions so that before we cross that, we don't descend below. Oh, what a beautiful view this is right here, man. Oh my gosh, dude. Looking good. Ooh. Whoops. We're probably going to lose some points for that.
Aircraft calling at flight level 320 second.
Alright, no issues on
7878 Atlanta Center IDEM.
the speed restriction there. Let's take a look, or the altitude restriction there. Let's take a look at the next one. Flips, and then 12,000 at Galaxy. 12,000 at Galaxy, so we'll set that up.
United 7878 radar contact about 15 south of Dublin. Descend via the Jedi 3 arrival at the Atlanta altimeter 29901.
Altimeter was 2987. Coming up on our restriction there. Let's go ahead and pull that back a bit.
Atlanta Center, Southwest 1249, flight level 370. Southwest 1249 Atlanta Center, good evening, ident. River flight, I already forgot it. Romeo Victor Foxtrot 971, cross Bama at maintain flight level 200.
2987 is set.
Raven flight 971, cross Bama at maintain flight level 200.
Cross and at 200, Raven flight 971.
Southwest 1249, radar contact about 10 north of Monroeville. Good evening. Good evening.
Looks like this 12,000 restriction might be alright for us. 11,000 at Jobot, and then 10,000 or below at Earhart, and then Fission 210 knots, 7,000 feet. So we're looking good on our arrival here. I like this though. I like having ATC online and everything to kind of help out. Let's get those speed brakes out all the way. Look at these views though, man. This is gorgeous.
Slammer 371, contact Charlotte approach 120.5. You have a good night.
20.5, thanks for ATC. Good night, Slammer 3711.
Yep.
Yeah.
Contact, climb to maintain 16,000. Proceed direct of Michi.
16,000, direct of Michi.
That sounded like you, Limp. Charlotte approach, hello, Slammer 3711, 14,000 descending via.
Slammer 3711, Charlotte approach, good evening. Expect the visual approach 18 center, Charlotte altimeter 2987.
8718 center, Slammer 3711. Nice, got the visual for the center runway. We will take that for sure. Let's set 11,000 now. That's our
428 heavy, thanks. Clear visual approach.
Next restriction.
18 left.
And
Charlotte Tower.
Tower, let's listen here. 18-1, okay.
First 18 left and Tower 118-1.
18-1.
United 198. We're having a hard time maintaining the heading. We have very, very little hydraulics when really.
Oh, jeez. It did. Wonder if he knows left from right.
We're going to try to maintain 330.
We're not slowing down at all. We were idle that whole time.
I'm going to make the airport. We're just having a hard time here.
United 198 Heavy, I won't be able to accept emergencies at this time. The airport's coming up a little busy and I can't just have you flying around the airspace. So if you want to work on an emergency, I suggest you log off offline, please.
Heartbreaking for the kid. Heartbreaking for the young lad. Wait, why are we at... Never mind. I think we're just being stupid. We're like 240 knots.
I really don't know what's going on, so I'm just going to restart the flight.
Right,
we're slow as heck right now. Now, to be fair, actually, we're actually not that slow because...
a little bit.
No worries, he says. What a guy.
American
Altitude
2105,
capturing there.
contact Atlanta Center 125.62. You have
And
your
at
flight.
10,000 at
Roger,
Earhart here.
125.62 for American 205, good night.
Yeah, honestly, it says at or below 10, so let's just go all the way to 7. Let's get this thing started, though. 230. Let's go to 7. I'm sorry, 3,000 feet a minute. Idle thrust. Let's set 210 on the speed because it wants us at 210 at fishing. Pull those back. Come over here, get off my lawn, Limp says. Oh my gosh. I love it, Limp. I love it. I was being stupid with the speed on the way in. I think that was my fault. Let me turn these in-game sounds up for you guys here. Oh man. Look at this CRJ, dude. Dude, the CRJ. Good looking airplane right there. I don't know why, it just tugs at my heartstrings. Tugs at them. Yeah, again though, idle thrust still doing 250 knots. Doing our 3,000 feet a minute. Let's let off a little bit on it. We're only 1,000 to go anyways, 8 for 7. Here comes the goofy little kid stuff. I didn't realize you had that, Limp. Alright, Limp, taxi briefing. We're landing on the center runway. That's going to be a left exit, probably either Echo 5, maybe Victor 4 will be able to sneak off.
42, 3,000.
Leveling off at 7,000. Here comes the thrusts.
Taxi 42, Charlotte departure, radar contact. Maintain VFR at below 3,500 for now. And fly heading of 030. Turn left heading 030.
Left 030 and maintain VFR out of below 3,500, taxi 42.
This guy gives us
Taxi
a
42,
visual
clear out of the Charlie Bravo.
The Charlie
Clear
Bravo?
The Bravo. And what was that heading one more time for taxi 42?
Fly heading 030.
030, taxi 42.
Just give us direct to the freaking like final bridge fix or something here. I don't think there's anybody else. There's a guy on final. Lufthansa's on final for the left side. Bunch of departures on the ground.
Slammer 3711, fly heading 090, back to city approach, maintain 7,000.
7,090 vectors to the approach, Slammer 3711. I thought it was going to be a different turn, but it actually is our current heading. You could have just said present heading. 7,000 we are maintaining. 090 present heading as well. And we'll expect this to be, well, actually, we probably shouldn't expect that to be vectors at final. He could give us a fix at any time. Limp said, look at the wall of clouds in front of you. I love that. Yeah, dude, that's pretty freaking cool. Bro, don't just give me it from like Lurdy or something, bro. It'd be kind of lame if he doesn't just say directive silo or something. Look at I mean, the coloring in this simulator is really good, dude. I love these I don't even know what you call it, just like the sun, when the sun comes through. Love that. Let's look at the charts. We never really look at the charts here. There you go. What is this? Why do we have two?
Slammer 3711, turn right heading 110, descend and maintain 6,000.
110 on the heading, 6,000, Slammer 3711. Down to 6,000, 110 on the heading. Let's go 1,000 feet a minute-ish. Holy crap, we are cruising. Here's your wall of clouds limp. We're getting all up in there. Holy crap.
Slammer 3711, turn right, heading 150, join the localizer, descend and maintain 5,000.
Down to 5,150 on the heading, join the localizer, Slammer 3711. Alright guys, this is
Slammer
it.
3711, airport will be at your 2 o'clock at about 8 miles, report in sight.
We'll call it in sight, Slammer 3711. Okay, now, in the caravan, when he says join the localizer, you can just hit the
maintain VFR at and below.
Oh, he
13,500, northbound departure approved.
Oh, let me see nav mode.
Oh,
it does work. That's awesome, actually. That's actually really cool. So, descend maintain 5,000. Vertical speed. Okay, so that's actually great. Hardjoss is not Minecraft. Well, how's your birthday party, Hardjoss? So in the caravan too, that's the same thing. If he tells you, if you're on heading mode and you're green needles, and he says join the localizer, that's not clear for the approach.
Good evening.
So you technically can't start following the glide slope yet.
2.3 for 8,000 runway heading.
You technically can't follow a glide slope yet. So
Cactus 1488, Charlotte departure, good evening, radar contact,
and that's essentially your
maintain
localizer.
16,000.
So
Proceed direct mission.
yeah, so that's actually pretty perfect. Been about a 30 to 1Z departure.
Simon 10 8,000.
That's all you,
I'm sorry,
Hardjoss.
6,000 in direct meshi. Cactus 1488.
That is all you, Hardjoss. I'm out on that.
Slammer 3711, descend and maintain 4,000.
4,000, Slammer 3711. Drama-filled birthday party, where we had like an 11-year-old's birthday party. So 2 overshot localizers today, unfortunately, but it is what it is. But yeah, actually really pleasantly surprised on how that works. Field in sight, Slammer 3711.
Slammer 3711, next, clear visual approach, runway 18 center.
Clear for the visual, 18 center, Slammer 3711. So now we can arm approach mode now they cleared us for the visual. So we can really do whatever we want now. So what I would do is set our glide slope, or why is it just diving? I don't know what it's even diving for. Pick up the descent rate a little bit so we'll catch up to the glide slope and capture it. And I'll set our final approach fix of 2,400 feet. There you go, glide slope captured. So now the glide slope captured, we can actually set our miss approach altitude of 3,000 feet. Better grease this one, Hatley? All right, I'll try.
Copy 42 for further flight following contact Atlanta.
So that's what it was. I'm hitting the trim wheel.
You have a good day.
Their mom just gets really stressed out. Fair enough. Been there. This isn't really sequenced very well. I wish there was like a vectors to final type thing.
Tower 118.1. See ya.
18-1, thanks for the ATC. Talk to you later, Slammer 3711. Tower, hello, Slammer 3711, visual 18 center.
Slammer 3711,
oh my gosh,
Tower low, where are you parking? Are you parking at the terminal or the GA?
We'll park at the Alpha gates. We've been leaving from like Alpha 6 for Slammer 3711.
Slammer 3711, roger, runway 18 center, clear to land.
18 center, clear to land, 3711. Alright guys, landing rates in the chat. Glide slope is armed or captured and everything, so we are all good on the approach. We are cleared to land. Speed is coming back nicely. Everything looks good. Negative 200, Darth says. I like that. I think that's fair. Let's go ahead and go gear down. Flaps 30. I think it's 30, right? Is it 30 or 35? 30 and then 45 it'll be. Flaps to 45. Start picking up the speed a little bit. I believe our, yeah, reversers are armed. Do I have to arm? Spoilers are in auto, so. Oh boy, negative 167, Hardjaw says. Oh jeez, I always blow through that speed, dude. Feel good about it? Alright, we'll see about that. This is already off to a poor start, though. You hear that, kid? You hear the disdain in his voice? Where are you parking? Oh shoot, friggin' spoilers are still out, that's why. Let's go, boys. I don't want to go all the way to like Toga, but because it'll start to go around. Autopilot's coming off. We got this from here, right, guys? Surely. Kid stuff. Get off my lawn. Where's the wind coming from? Right side? Lights are set. I believe everything is ready for our approach and landing here. Do you have any siblings? Only child, Hardjoss. Only child.
400.
I don't know what's going on. I don't know if we're just crabbed into the wind or if, like, because the localizer looks centered. Relatively. A little right, maybe. Okay. Try to have an approach without a sink rate warning. I think we were close there, but we got it.
50, 40, 30, 20, 10.
Oh man, that might have been an absolute greaser. 151. Holy smokes. Reversers are green, spoilers are up and at. And try to make this left here, because I think the next left is a little ways out. Ooh, smoke them brakes. If anybody had coffee out, it's all over themselves. Ground point 9, Slammer 3711, thanks for ATC, good night.
Good night.
Wow, this guy. He has the disdain of a controller already, dude. He's like 10 years old. I love it. Trying not to go. Oh! Ground, Slammer 3711, clear of 18 Center on Sierra. Did you like that, Hatley?
Slammer 3711, Charlotte ground, taxi to the ramp Echo.
To the ramp on Echo, Slammer 3711, good night, thanks for ATC. I believe Echo's our first turn here. You would think there'd be signs on the backside of this. Yeah, Echo, okay. Hardjoss, I thought you've talked about your brother before. Strobes off, wing inspections off, and
American 1071, no estimated time right now.
Ooh.
I'll let you know if I hear anything.
What? Do we have flow times at Flight Simulator now? Is that where we're at with this? Is that what I'm hearing?
United 198.
There must be an event or something.
You can do a citation if you want. We can't really accommodate any random emergencies right now.
This guy's still with the emergency.
Roger. I apologize about the emergency. That wasn't intentional. I really had no idea what was going on.
No
Lim said CRJ looks like it flies like a 1984 Lamborghini, really fast and all over the place. Yeah, so, I mean, in the simulator, so far that is what it seems like. I have very close cousins that I call my brother sometimes.
We're going to respawn in
Fair
a
enough.
citation. We'll be with you shortly.
Roger, sounds good.
One of which I'd lived with for much of my life. Okay, fair enough. Been able to use the docks yet? Hadley, go back. I go back and forth. We used them the other day whenever I started raging and ended up quitting, unfortunately. So I haven't really gotten the best use out of them yet, but definitely going to be going through them here shortly. And definitely if I get into training and stuff like that, if the interview and everything goes well, definitely be using those later. So yeah, thanks again for those, man. Really appreciate it.
Charlotte Crane. Go ahead.
Speedbird 362, ready for your push.
Speedbird 362, push to start your discretion, call for taxi.
Push it to discretion.
Speedbird 362, 320 Neo going from Charlotte to DCA. All right. Lunar says stop by the YouTube to say hello because y'all are not on Twitch. Go on Twitch, guys. We need people on the Twitch. Need people on the Twitch. Nah, but thank you guys for joining tonight. Really appreciate everything as always, guys. Lunar, shout out to Lunar, guys. He saved the stream. Like I said, all his links are in the description below. Buy me a coffee links down there as well. If you guys want to buy him a coffee or me a coffee, I have one as well. Lunar, I saw you had one, and I was like looking at it. And it was like, oh, start one for free. I was like, all right.
American 1060, you should have a PDC with your clearance.
Let's just log off of that sim, and I believe this is going to be the same gate we started from right here. Pretty close at least. Be a regional pilot soon enough, Hatley. I hope you're right, man. Hope you're right. Technically, kinda am. Alright, we'll go ahead and stop it there. Light can come off. Parking brake set. APU is on and running, so we can go ahead and shut down the engines. Oh, there we go. Engines are coming down. Beacon light can come off. Strobes. Okay. Logo light can stay on. We'll close the flight. Seatbelt signs can come off. Boost pumps can definitely come off. And hydraulics can come off. Flight has been closed, it says. Let's go ahead and see if GSX can give us some deboarding while we debrief a little bit here.
The boarding requested.
We'll just do ASIG. And we'll take a look at how we did on the display capture here. Oh, off the center line on takeoff, really. All right, so just under that. 151 feet a minute, absolute greaser going into Charlotte here tonight. And pretty good little floaty. A little bit off the center line, but not too shabby at all. Made us $8,200. Let's check out how we're doing financially here. I don't know if I want to look at it or not, but CFO limp, close your eyes. Definitely much better here on this one. Still 179K in the deficit, but I'll do a long haul flight probably tonight and try to pull us back. So we'll get it there. Hard Jaws 2024 treated us much better today with 2024, so really appreciate that. So thank you guys so much for stopping by today, man. Really appreciate it. Appreciate Lunar, appreciate Limp, appreciate Hard Jaws, appreciate all you guys. Thank you so much for being here. Same time tomorrow, most likely. I think like 5 o'clock-ish, 4:30, maybe even a little bit earlier. I had a phone call to the little meeting today that I had to do, so maybe even a little bit earlier, maybe like 4:30 tomorrow. But probably going to be in something else. Probably going to be doing maybe some freight ops. We'll see. But thank you guys so much for joining. Appreciate it. Like and subscribe. See you guys later.